What's up, y'all? I'm back for another video. So, this video is gonna be talking about why I chose to be an introvert. Yeah, all folks you should know that I did not really grew up being an introvert. Alright, I'm gonna go give y'all a full story. Like as far as like about me, right? So before I even get into that, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoy my content, leave a like, turn post notifications, and subscribe for more content. Okay, so alright. This all started in elementary school. I'm gonna take y'all way, way back. Being a young melanated kid, you know, it was, I gotta say, I had a good childhood. I'm gonna say that. But then, of course, we was all bad kids when we were young. But I feel like with me though, like, I felt like I always took it like I was being extreme, took too far when it comes to being a little bad kid. Like, though, your boy was going in. Like, I'm over here snooping around, peeping when I shouldn't be peeping, and I was a little bit touchy as a little boy too. I was a little touchy, and it gotten way too extreme as I was growing up, and then ended up leading to rough situations and ended up being separation, and yeah, and it affected me as well, mostly. It really affected me. But all right, as a kid, you already know you want to have friends, you want to have a good time. You're just a kid. You don't know as much, but as you were a kid, you were intuitive. Your pineal glands open, da 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 da. Like, I didn't know that, but as I'm older now, like I'm aware, like when we're young, like we're highly in tune automatically. And what causes us what holds us back is, like they say, the foods that we eat and the mindset and like the environment we're in. Yeah. I was the kid that was told, like, I knew I was different. Like, without even realizing it, like, me being a kid, I love to play with friends. I was the kind hearted little boy, good little boy. And I always wanted to make new friends. I always wanted to hang out. Always, always, always wanted to hang out with new people. Always wanted to. I wanted to be around people that I could, truly enjoy. I want to be around their presence. I want to enjoy their presence. That was me as a kid. And I started to realize this too, like as a young kid. It's like some of the kids didn't want to play with me, and some of them were friends with me, and some of them just kept messing with me. And I'm like, man. But all the way up to, I would say, when I got to my 5th grade year, like I started missing some of the people, and I noticed that some people left too. So, and this is where my extrovert tendencies start to come in. And 6th grade through I'm gonna say 6th through 9th, 10th, yeah, 9th through all the way to my high school year. I was a big extrovert. Like, man, especially in high school, pretty much. But somewhat middle school, man, like I knew, right? Like my mind was starting to like really I was starting to get used to the people around me, getting to know the people around me, and I started to see who they are, and it's like, dude, these people in middle school, they always say something about me, they always pick on me for my hair, they always say something about my looks. And I noticed this too. Like, I remember this to the back of my head. I don't know how I'm able to remember this, but I remember somebody said something about the way I look and why I don't pull any females, why I pull no bitches. So I was like, well, damn. Like, what the hell did I do in my head? Like, what made you say that? And it's like, I didn't even do nothing to these people. Like, and, being a goofy and the funny comes to kids somewhat. Like, some people are annoyed about it, I know. But it's like, while I was doing that, some people still try to come at me, start to roast me, try to pick at me. And I know some of them were doing it to be funny, but there were people that would take it, like, really take it too far. I mean, overly do it. So I did end up finding a few people in my middle school that I was okay with. And, like, I mean, as far as me getting used to being friends with one person, I remember there's this kid. Me and him play Minecraft. We do art projects together. We had good days and the bad days. And there's one time where I got caught up with the bad crowd and did something that was out of line. But, you know, he was a good friend. The only thing that annoyed me about him was, like, he always on me. He always on me. But he's still my friend, man. And it's like, he's the only one. And I was friends with since middle school through graduating. And now that he's, no longer here, I do miss him. And I wanted to go fishing with him. And we played video games, and there was one time, like last year in 2021, where he invited me to his house, and he introduced me to his family. And yeah, some of his family members, not all of them. And we would do, cool stuff together when we see each other. But, that was, me getting used to being with one friend. But right around high school, like, that's where everything, like, started. Like, my mind was ready for some reason. Like, it was somewhat ready. Like, yeah, I know high school, and there's gonna be, like, a lot of people around me, and it's like a whole bunch of energies. Like, me being where this information now, I didn't know about this energy stuff shit, man, until, like, after college. But I'm just, acknowledging this. I'm in high school, man. It's like some of the people that I relate to were the nerds. Some of them were the nerds, and some of them wasn't. But I'm going to say the ones that I got around close is, like, decent ones. How can I say this? Like, I wouldn't even consider them nerds. They're just smart people that just, like, they're like normal people. Like, what I mean is, these are the people that just, that likes to play video games, that likes, normal stuff. I wouldn't even classify them as nerds or anything. Like, they're just normal people. I mean, people use nerds just because, like, they know the fact that these nerds ain't nowhere where they at. They're not on the same time as they're on, and, they're on a different path, and they're doing what's right for them, and they, accepting who they are. So, me, I tried in my ninth grade year, I tried to go around the wrong crowd. I remember this from the day I don't know. I must have had collected put some checkpoints in my past life or my past time, but I was around with these I would say hood niggas. I would say around in a hood environment. Around that, right? And I had my new shoes and everything, and I tried to, like, be cool with them, But over time, I was like, man, no. I'm not really trying to follow that path. I'm not really trying to follow the footsteps because you are who you hang out with. So, I tried, man. I tried it in high school. It didn't really work out as well, but luckily I ended up meeting a few, people that I was cool with, I should say, mostly cool with. Some of them I was friends with. But majority of people that I knew in high school, I was cool with. I wasn't really friends with nobody like that. I just know them. I say, hey, what's up? And I talk to them if I see them in class. Or, normally if I see them in lunch or if I see them walking by, I don't say nothing. Or they say something to me the most. Like, people would speak to me the most. No, it wasn't. I would speak to people sometimes more than they would speak to me. And, yeah. But it's been like that since all the way my high school year. Now, my senior year, that's where I said, you know what? Like, that's where I felt like I had a little awakening coming through. I said, you know what, bro? In my senior year, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because it's my last year of high school. I'm going to try to go to college, get a job, and, do what I got to do. Because in high school, man, I'm going to tell y'all something. In my 11th grade year, I man, I'm gonna just say I had a rough situation with someone, and like me and her, we were just no longer. But yeah. So right in that moment, I was like, damn, bro, I might as well just be well single. I might as well be just single. So I went single for right around that year, my sophomore year. Focused on getting my grades up, which I did, and got my diploma, and just thinking about all the times that I had, and as far as being in high school. So I would say after my college year is where the introversion, or being an introvert, like the introvert journey began during that time, right? Maybe, yeah, 3 months after I graduated high school, the introverted journey began. I came across red pill videos, and like the videos I somewhat resonated with. And it's like, damn. So that got me thinking, like, this shit must be for me then, cause like, why is it on my recommendation page? And it's like, at this time, like, why am I watching? So I ended up watching YouTubers called AMS, Steph, FitX, and them, and other YouTubers that talk about the red pills. So I was like, oh, they speaking some, and they was talking about relationships, finances, make sure you are like self-improvement, pretty much. That was all about, all of them were talking about self-improvement. So it was like, okay, all right, man. I took heed of what they told me out these videos. So guess what? Took heed of the information. Let me just say, life-changing. Now, man, like, and they were telling me about some sacrifices. Like, you have to let people go in order for this, for to see the changes and everything. I was like, okay. So during around 2019 through 2021, July, I was single. Well, I'm gonna let y'all know now, I've always been single my whole entire life. But yeah, I was single my whole entire life until July 2021. That's the day when I got into, no, August 4th, 2021. I got into a relationship. Before that, I was single. But the red pills was really telling me about self-improvement, getting used to being alone, da-da-da-da-da. And that part of me got to me. I was like, damn, so you mean to tell me I gotta be alone and I gotta really cut people out and do all these things that really benefits me in order for these things that you're telling me to work? I was like, okay. Got used to being alone, cut people off that it served me no benefits, and that's something I'm still doing today. Cutting people off that don't serve me no purpose, don't benefit me in my life. So, did that. Life changing. Life changing. Dude, everything I did, taking information from these videos, it really changed my life. It started to put me on a lot of game. It started really teaching me to, have a strong mindset and abundance mindset. Man. And I was like, okay, I could do this for a while now. I could do this now. Actually, it's a lot better to be alone, because when you're alone, you don't have no distractions. You don't have no worries. You have worries, but not about people. People that brings you bullshit. It don't give you any value to your life. And yeah. So I was like, okay, I can do this. 2020, I took self-improvement seriously. That's when I really, really, really took being an introvert seriously. I said, no, bro. I'm done dealing with these people. I'm done being used. I'm done being taken advantage of. I'm done being around with people that don't accept me as who I am. I'm done. And right around 2021 and 2020, that's when I start to realize, like, you know what? It kind of makes sense of why this is made for me. Like, because as a kid growing up, I was a kind-hearted, loving person, very sweet, a little bit of a gentleman. Then it's like, when I seen these videos, they was like, bro, I'm gonna let you know right now. That shit gonna get you used. That shit is gonna drain you, really gonna drain you. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. No disagreement on that. Because there's nothing in the world that nobody want to be used at all. Nobody want to be used. That shit's not cool. You being used, man. That's the thing you don't have to worry about when you're being alone. You don't have to worry about being used. You can focus on what you need to do and focus on your well-being and focus on you. And I've been doing that for like 2 years, almost 3 years. It's really, I should say, almost 3 years, because self-improvement really took place around after August, bro, 2019. So it'll be almost 3 years of taking an introvert place, like being an introvert. I don't know why I kept saying that, but I would say, yeah. But even though I was an introvert, like, this is where I started to get used to, like, right around 2020, like, I really cut out, like, a lot. No, really 2021. I cut off a lot, man. Like, I left important events behind as far as in my family. And that's when I really start to notice, like, me getting overdose on this stuff. Like, red pill, knowledge, and, you know, being alone. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm just going to just stay to myself. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do nothing. Like, and that's where, like, depression came in and everything, like, yeah, depression and having those thoughts, you know, starting to come into place. Like, try to come into my reality. Like, got me, and it just really made me thinking, like, damn, man. Like, but then I had to give myself some research, give myself a reminder that, dude, like, this happens. You feel me? Like, this is what comes along with the journey. It's something that you had to get used to. So guess what? A few months, I got used to it. Now I enjoy being alone. I enjoy saving my energy. I enjoy doing the things I want to do for myself. I enjoy my own company the most. Don't get me wrong, though. I love being around some people. But that all depends on how my mood is, though. Well, I'm always in a good mood. But it depends, man, who you is. But other than that, I don't hang out as much. I don't hang around people as much anymore. I don't speak to people anymore. I'm very quiet. I'm very nonchalant. I'm very observant. I'm very intuitive. I'm very intellectual. Like, dude, I come across these people, man, and they're like, yo, I don't longer fit in with these people. Like, I can see people, like, right now, I can see people for who they are crystal clear. You ain't even got to tell me who you are. Like, from your energy, from your presence, I know. Like, I can read you straight through from your actions. And I'm like, damn, I don't even resonate with these people anymore. Like, they talk about the same thing. They talk about what doesn't matter. They talk about bullshit. They're always complaining. And I'm like, dude, bro, I'm not with